And she cackled. She cackled on the fence. The old hen she cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
Might want to look around some.
That's the, not the Witcher. I mean, that's the symbol in my top left corner right now. So it's like a Witcher symbol? Or is it like a Geralt symbol? There's a way to have a torch, yeah. I don't remember what the Potestaquisitor. Yeah. That was for... What was that for? I don't remember now. Now, let's see. There must be a quick save button, right? So I played this for pretty. I was pretty into this game for like, I don't know, a few months, and then I don't remember why. Oh, a lot of the time with games, like I just start getting really into Apex and like spend all my free time just trying to get better at Apex, and so then I don't. I just kind of leave like a single player game I'm playing at the wayside. So I think that might have been what happened with this game. Uh, there's also times where I just really, yeah, I get tired of maybe this type of gameplay, which is sometimes it's like just a lot of talking, and so I'm really feeling like a lot more action, and so then I kind of just drop a game. Anyways, I haven't really played this for almost a year now. It looked like from the save date. Okay, quick save F5. How do you quick load? And so yeah, I was playing Elden Ring on my brother's account, and I think his account is in use right now. I couldn't play it yesterday, and I can't play it this morning. And this feels kind of similar. So since I was kind of in the mood for these type of games, I figured I would just play this. And sorry, I kind of gotta talk a bit to try to get my voice warmed up. A lot of the time, it's hard for me to talk if I haven't been talking for a while. It also has to do with like the way I sit. Like I need to change my seat here. And it can make it hard for me to talk. There we go. And I was looking at I didn't have a bestiary entry for a fork tail, but it looked kind of like dragon-like some of the other stuff in my bestiary. And so they all are weak to what is it? Ard and to it said grape shot or grape seed something. Grape shot bombs, I think it was. Explodes when ignited. Moon dust. Blinds opponents within its explosion radius. Destroys monster. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Oops. I'm trying to. Oh, okay. I'm not on. I don't know how to bring my torch back out. Oh, select. Okay, there we go. Oh, I can't do a heavy attack when I have my torch out. Okay.
All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
Yen tell you why she wants this?
Mean you don't know? And that, doesn't bug you?
Mm-mm.
Of course it does. Don't see us lifting the curse without her, though.
We could have gone to Triss for help.
Put it to you this way. If Yen can't help Uma, we can always go to Triss. She won't hold it against us. But if we'd done it the other way around...
Ah.
There'd be hell to pay.
Exactly. Enough of this talk. Let's go.
Oh, and so since I'm simulcasting and I'm encoding both Twitch and YouTube with my GPU. When I first started the streams, so I had to do a lot of testing to figure out, what settings I could use so that it could encode both and not drop frames. And I finally got it working by doing. Well, I made the Twitch stream like the most simple, basic encode. Like it doesn't have like the extra advanced settings to help encode the stream. So that's why I dropped the resolution on it to 720p. It's 720p basic encode, but still 8 megabits. So it should look pretty good. And then on YouTube, it's 1440p, but it has like all the extra settings to help the encode look good. Plus, it's HEVC, and yeah, all the extra settings, and it's HEVC, 20 megabits, so it should look really good. In fact, the number one way it loses quality on YouTube is just that there's no source quality on YouTube. It's only like you always get like a transcode. Sorry, I was checking out what that message was on Discord. Anyway, so on YouTube you never get a source quality. It's always like a little bit degraded because they always recode it to their settings. So, anyways, when I first started the stream, I still had my like NVIDIA or GeForce, NVIDIA Share, GeForce Experience, whatever, like game capture recordings like going. And so the stream was, when I first started up, it was dropping a ton of frames. I was like, uh-oh, what's wrong? And I remembered and checked, and that was the issue. I just had to turn off the game capture recordings, whatever, on NVIDIA, and then the frames stopped dropping. Enhanced Woven Gauntlet. So anyway, so what I was thinking about doing is I'm using so much bitrate and a really good codec for YouTube that I may be able to like take off some of those extra little enhancements and get not much loss of quality, since the codec is just so much better and the bitrate is so high. I could actually even give YouTube more bitrate if it needed. Anyway, just that I hate when I have to like do all kinds of things like to stream or to do this or to do that. I like when I can leave. I don't have to remember like all the things I need to turn on and off when I want to do one thing or another. So it'd be nice if I could just reduce some of the encoding stuff on for YouTube, that then I can leave NVIDIA Share Shadow Play on, because your GPU should be able to do like multiple recording or encodings at the same time. Like it's doing two right now, and the third one was was too much, but the third one was only too much, I think, because I'm using all the extra bells and whistles for YouTube. So, like, if I turn those off, then maybe I could leave shadow play going and not have to worry about turning it on and off to stream. It's really incredible, like, all the stuff you can do on a computer at the same time nowadays. Okay. Anyways, I'm like, my character is like level 24. I don't know what percent of the game I'm through, but I feel like I'm a good ways into the game. I've reached Kaer Morhen. There we go.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen wins!
And you know what? I was just thinking I'm gonna update the title on YouTube. Because there was a couple people here watching when I was playing Elden Ring the other day, and I said I was gonna keep going and I was gonna play yesterday. But by the time I got around to trying to play yesterday, I didn't have access to the game. So that's why I didn't stream it. And then again this morning when I was gonna play, I also didn't have access to the game. So that's why I figured I would just play Witcher 3. But I don't know how YouTube figures out what game you're playing. Like I noticed when I went to my the VOD of my past broadcasts, it said the game was Elden Ring, and so I don't know if it figured that out from the title. Yeah, I don't know if it figured that out from the title or what, so I kind of figured I would go back and fix the title on this so that you know, the algorithm or whatever. Yeah, I felt bad that I didn't get back on yesterday with more Elden Ring. Uh, Racing downhill? Oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna kill myself. You know, it's funny. So, like, how my brain is just really messed up. I, I've got like ADD and whatever. And so sometimes it's just like really hard for me to start up a game when I feel overwhelmed with having to learn all the systems in the game. And then other times, like, it's not really that hard, any of them. It's just, I don't know, just my brain kind of...
Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Mm-hmm. Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. but one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
I feel like he's gonna give me like a punch in the face.
Come on, not gonna take anything from you. Buy me around sometime and we'll call it good.
Done deal.
I kind of wonder what he would give though. Like I'm afraid like oh he was gonna give me something cool. Checkpoint was at 10:11 a.m. Oh wait, that's where I was just now. 10:01. Another thing that I've found makes it easier for me to get through RPGs and stuff like this is that, like, I'm always worried about, and this is what I don't like about RPGs and stuff, is I kind of hate the pressure of like making decisions and being worried that I'm not making the right decision, that it's gonna affect, the ending or whatever. And I can get myself past it, but what really helps is that if I come to a thing where I'm worried about or wondering about what the other decision was, obviously you can just kind of reload and go make the other decision and see what happens. That's one thing. But the other thing is just looking it up online. Uh, Beating Eskel in the horse race would also award the formula for a tiara potion, which, however, was cut from the game. As the item doesn't exist, it is simply invisible, but it is in fact still part of the reward list in the game files. Yeah, I feel like I want to go back and get the reward from him. Let me see what happens. Load game. This had to be like before I beat the thing, isn't it? Let's see what that does.
His long search for Ciri.
Well, it's not like it was
Geralt
hard to
conclude
beat the
that
stupid
Uma,
dragon.
the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Oh, okay, it saved like right after I beat it. Dude, that is pitch black. I'm using the map to get out. Alright. It's also really annoying to me going back and forth between games and trying to remember the controls. Alright. F5. There we go.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen wins!
I must have. Did I not just beat him?
Finally.
Oh,
Took you
okay.
a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Mm-hmm. Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
Since you insist.
Here. Use it wisely.
Mountain folk boots. New item received. So this is another game where, well, when it first came out, I don't think I had the money to get it, but also I had an Xbox One, and well, it was what, 900p on Xbox One, which for me, 900p on the monitor I used to play on just did not look good ever. It was also partially this. I was playing games on expanded color range on the Xbox One connected to the monitor, but when it took me years to figure out that when I had something connected to the HDMI port on that monitor, it was always expecting a limited range color. So everything was always, the color, it was always too dark, and so I had to rely on adjusting the brightness, which, still isn't going to make it look right because the range is just wrong. So anyways, a long time later, I figured out that I had to connect like my Xbox One to the DVI port on the monitor, and then I could use expanded range. Anyway, so there's just multiple reasons why Xbox One wouldn't look good on that monitor. And I had tried playing the game on PC a little bit, but my GPU at the time it had some like graphics glitches on the game. Anyways, it's so nice playing this game years later on really good hardware, better monitor. The game itself has been improved. I'm playing this on 1440p with full ray tracing on from the latest update, and well, right now I'm getting 45 FPS, which I would rather be playing it at 60. But to me, to have absolute maximum image quality, maximum graphic settings, as long as it's above like 40 FPS, like I'm fine with that. I could even do 30 FPS, but like once it's in the 40s, I'm like, that's good enough. It's smooth, and it looks incredible. Okay, talk to Lambert about journeying to the Circle of Elements. Oh, I accidentally burned 2 bombs on that dragon fight too, because I didn't use this thing right. Samum bombs. Blinds opponents within its explosion radius, destroys monster nests. That was the biggest thing to me on games like this, is getting used to like everything you can do in the game. So I figured out that for me, like every time I'm gonna fight a monster, I always go look in the bestiary to see what it's weak against, and then I'll go whatever sort of bomb is good against it. I'll try to craft that bomb. I'll put oil on my sword that matches what it's weak to. Enhanced Samum. Okay, I can make more of these. I think I will. I feel bad. Or maybe, you know what, let's see, I only have phosphorus. I only have 3 of those. Calcium ecum. I'll make 1 of these. Wait, I only have 1. Wait, it requires... Oh, it's enhanced samum. Wait, what? Wait, what was it that I used up? Do I not have the, I don't have... Oh, I don't think I can craft whatever I just used up. Samum. I don't have the, like, recipe to make more of those, apparently. Wait, Devil's Puffball. Two. Unitarian Bomb. Okay, so samum is what I used up, and I don't have anymore. Or, and I don't have the ingredients to, or the, I don't have the recipe to make more. That's annoying to me. I actually wish I had gone back and, like, redone that fight without wasting the bombs. 1011, 1001.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse.
I freaking blinded myself with the bombs.
The world's greatest specialists on dark spells. To the Witcher's
Dude, it's so great.
of Kaer
Yeah, so not only am I playing this on way better visuals.
She cackled on the fence. The old hen, she cackled. And she ain't cackled since.
What's that song?
Some old hill folk tune. Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember
Anyways.
her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
So not only is it, like, way better visuals, but I'm playing this on, you know, pretty fast SSD. So the loads are so fast, so nice.
Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
Might want to look around some.
Wait, so is that symbol supposed to indicate, like, the crafting thing I got inside, or the specs, the plans? Okay, so I should be on torch. There we go. I'm actually was surprised that this dragon ended up being super easy to fight. Alright, F5. Oh wait, okay, we're on that.
Alright, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
tell me which side of the knife to cut with next?
The sharp one. Come on, hurry up.
The enhanced woven gauntlets. But yeah, it's not, my monitor's not like an OLED monitor. It's not like the greatest contrast and colors in the world, but it's pretty good, and it's 1440p. But so especially compared to my previous monitor, just the blackness of the blacks and the brightness of the brights is really nice. Like, in this area, the very dark black parts are very dark and black, and yet the lit parts are very colorful and lit.
Hey, what do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself. First to Kaer Morhen wins!
Hey, I finally got the start right this time. Holy cow, I'm leaving him in the dust this time.
Slow down! You'll break your neck!
So when I was trying the different mods on Jesus Christ, man. Load game, please.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
What was I saying? Oh. I was trying to get DLSS running on Elden Ring. And so there's mods that allow you to use it. And man, just the image quality was just reduced too much from default, and so I turned them off. But this game, I have to assume
What do you say to a little
it's because, you know, it was a mod and not
Fast,
implemented
Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider?
in the best way possible by the
Not
developers.
really a challenge, 'cause I could
But like
beat
this
you
game
riding a
on
lame sow.
DLSS quality mode looks totally fine, but on Elden Ring
First
it was just too blurry.
Wins.
I have to wonder if maybe it wasn't getting all the inputs that it's supposed to get for DLSS, which is, I know there's like motion vectors and stuff. that it's supposed to be taking in. So I started to think about that and talk about that right at this point here. And I freaking ran into the signpost.
Finally. Took you a while.
Saddle kept sliding.
Mm-hmm. Not a crappy show dancer out there who doesn't blame her shoes.
You're a fucking show dancer. But one who's damn good on horseback. Didn't wager anything, but can't help thinking you deserve a prize.
Since you insist.
Here.
Alright, so didn't waste bombs, and got the reward. Another thing that bothers me sometimes on RPG games is this last time I did this, when I talked to him after defeating the Orc Tail, I went a different voice chat route, or different conversation route, which I don't think those ones mattered, but it's like my brain is so particular and so stupid that it's like I want the saved conversational progress, even if it didn't make a difference. Or that's the worry, I guess, is that maybe it makes a difference. The fact that I went one conversation option there, other different than another. Which I don't know, I didn't even love the one asking him about why Yen wanted it. I don't know. Anyways, all the things that bother my brain about playing these games, like worrying about the conversation option I use. But I just pushed through it all for the sake of getting through the look at how nice the freaking lighting, the shadows like in that corner look with the ray tracing on. It's like it wouldn't be correctly dark in there without all the ray tracing on. Oh, so what I kind of wanted to do was... Wait, where... I think is it the signpost outside where I can fast travel? I kind of wanted to fast travel to someone who can sell me the stuff I want for the grape shot bombs. I'm in Kaer. I know that they said someone in, like... People here can maybe sell me what I want.
Long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma,
Dude, I slept so late yesterday. I should be able to stay up for a few more hours today, but I'm already starting to feel freaking sleepy.
So we took Uma to the home
Annoying.
of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer.
Kaer. Dude, it just looks so good with everything on. Look at how nice that reflection looks. Alright, let's see what this guy has.
Greetings.
Let me have a look at your stock.
I think I wanted... It was saltpeter or something? I'll have to look at the Alcahest, Orvan Spirits. Okay, this doesn't appear to be the kind of person I need to...
Take care.
Remembering whether it's the left or whether it's the start button or the back button to get to things from game to game. So annoying. Okay, grape shots. I need... Okay, I have saltpeter. I need calcium. I think there was the lady up that way. This lady. Herbalist probably can sell me. Go on. Dude, it's so beautiful. Oh my god. Which way do I want to go? Map. I love... So I wonder where, like, the designs for their armor initially come from. Did they have drawings in the books, or was it just described well enough in the books? Because they look very much like the armor on the show. I'm wondering if the show drew from... Oh, what? Oh, it's the wolf. I wonder if the show drew from the game, or maybe they drew from the same place, like the designs. Or, you know, in working with the author for the game, he could have been like, okay, here's how it's supposed to look.
The plague!
Amira.
Yes?
Got any herbs you're willing to sell?
I'm sure I can find something.
I already forgot the name of what I wanted. Oh, it's... I think I recognize it, though. Is it these things? Calcium ecum. Calcium ecume. Call it that. Okay. I have... Say I have... Oh, no. I have 5968 crowns. Okay, let's buy 4 of them.
Listen, ever heard of a woman named Claire? Lived around here?
Heard of her? A mild way to put it. Claire was a friend. The only person dear to me in all of White Orchard. Until her husband, Volker, quarreled with the lord of the manor. He then gathered the family and moved out into the woods to start a new settlement. The lord and his retinue rode there to convince them to return. They were to be civil. No forcing, no bloodshed. But you saw. Word is Claire said something about the lord's son, Florian. Something that made the lord furious. But who knows the truth?
Lots of misfortune for such a small village.
'Tis so in every village. Even the smallest. You need only ask. But let's not end on a teary note. Here, a bit of solace.
Wait, so did she just give me a bunch of stuff just for asking about that lady?
Yes?
So even though this lady isn't the most, like, attractive character in the game, yeah, there's, like... I find there to be quite a sexiness to her.
Where's Lena? Something happened?
She was getting better. Then Nilfgaardians came, carried her off.
Nilfgaardians? Why? What did they want with her?
I've no notion. They don't explain what they do. It's not in their custom.
Farewell.
Is this the Lena person we were just... Oh, peasant. Just a random peasant standing on the bed.
I don't like you, White One.
She is very good looking. And, yeah. If you've seen any of the, like, tech demonstration stuff for Unreal Engine 5, that's like forest type stuff. I think it was when they're demonstrating what the, nanite on, like, trees and leaves and stuff. Because I don't think that was in the first version of Unreal Engine 5. And they added, I think it's nanite basically for like trees and foliage and stuff. And they had a tech demo of it. Anyways, showcase a forest kind of like this in with Unreal Engine 5 tech, and it just looks incredible. And that's what they're supposed to be building the next Witcher game on, The Witcher 4. But man, it's just gonna look amazing. It's honestly, I am motivated to play this game just to look at the visuals. Okay, so let me craft what I was gonna craft. Oh, okay. So this thing where I can't, it removes from the list of craftable bombs, like, because I have two. Grape shot. And as good as the image looks in this with DLSS and whatnot, it's still like I can kind of see where, you know, native resolution would look a little bit sharper. It does have me thinking how incredible this would look on like a 4090. I could run it at like native res with ray tracing. World map. Airmorn.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that
I'm gonna go grab
Umar,
some
using
water
the
and
alive
look
and
for a
the victim
snack.
of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home
I am
of the
happy that it
world's
feels
greatest
like
specialist on dark spells,
I've picked
to the
up
witch's
kind of
fortress of Kaer Morhen.
re-picked up the mechanics of this game pretty quickly. I remembered the basics of how the magic types I've got, the weapons I've got, how the combat works and stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go get some water and I'll be right back. Alright. Yeah, like, for me, when I'm playing a game, I feel like I need to be a playing a version of the game that looks like the ideal version of the game, or like the best version. So like if the developers made the game with certain effects and everything kind of like there's a version of the game that is their ideal version that they made, like I want to be playing that version. So I need to have like everything turned on. So this game though originally didn't even have like ray tracing. You know, the level of detail was less in a lot of areas, like the draw distance for a lot of things compared to the version I'm on now. So I'm still playing beyond what their original intention was. Yeah, the artist's intention. I want to be playing the version that looks like what the artist intended. But it's like now there's a new artist's intended version, and I need to be playing that version of the game. That's why I gotta have all the stuff that they put into the game on, and then also like the resolution, the image quality has to be an acceptable level for me. It's like if I put this on, I could go down like a level in. If I tried turning down the global illumination to performance, and it really barely made any difference. Although I still had everything else on. But I could turn the DLSS quality down a notch and get more frames. You know what? I forgot. There's they're not frame gen mods for this. I think there might be a frame gen mod for it. I actually should probably get that. Because then I would be, like, my base is already like 45 FPS. And I'd be up to like 90. I forgot. Let me look that up real quick. Oh yeah, I forget though. There's still so many like tiny issues with the mod versions of frame gen. Like they're nice, but there's enough issues that keep me from like using them permanently. Maybe I'll keep it off for this game. That'd be so nice though if wait, so can I remember if I don't think this game has like frame gen built in, does it? Let's try. Oh, see, that's the thing. It doesn't have FSR 3. FSR 2. But I gotta admit, my eyes are like getting dry and tired. I think I'd taken some ibuprofen earlier. It's kind of all wearing off. Oh, I'm gonna get an aspirin. I'll be right back. Alright, I'll probably take a break when my fish sticks are ready. My eyes are getting really tired. I feel like I've barely gotten anything done. But man, it's just so nice just looking at it to me. I believe... Wait, is it just something I've heard about in the future? Is it something they've already said that we're setting up for, like we're expecting to have a battle here? I don't remember. Berengar's notes.
Handwriting looks familiar. Berengar's. Papers have been lying here for years.
See, I didn't want to cut off what Geralt was saying there. Okay, books. Do I find Berengar's notes in here? Quest books. Okay. Was there like a new entries section? Quest books, books. Is there like a search feature? Jesus Christ. Well, it was in my quests. Maybe if I go to Berengar's Blade, read Berengar's notes. How do I read? Oh, is it like in my inventory? Yeah, quest items, Berengar's notes. Okay. Damn hunk of metal. A week sweating with bellows and forge, and what do you know? There's Orhern shining in my hands. And then there it goes, cracking into shards with the first practice strike. Must have botched something in the alloy composition or cooled it too fast after forging. Hard to say, just gotta try again, I guess. But not here, because Vesemir is already badgering me with his blasted words of wisdom. Should have known asking his advice was opening a bottomless can of worms. Don't know how Geralt puts up with that without going the rest of the way crazy. Okay, read for additional information. You've already read this? I did, yeah, I just... Okay.
How about that? He was working on a sword. And not just any sword, judging by his notes. Torhern ought to talk to Vesemir. Berengar consulted him. Vesemir might remember how far he got.
Man, yeah, it's so nice when... Like, there's so many times where I want to play something, but my brain just, like, isn't in the mood to play it. And so when my brain is in the mood to play a game like this, or like Elden Ring, or like when I got through Cyberpunk, it's so nice. Oh my god, it's so nice. I'm enjoying this experience so much. Like I said, there's times where it's just like feeling like I have to do work to play a game. It's like maybe it's not even true, but it's like my brain just kind of feels that way. Like, ugh, figure out what I'm doing in this game. I have to like just talk to all these people. I really just want to shoot stuff or hit stuff. But when my brain is in a spot where I'm gonna fall through, where I can just get in here and experience this. It's so nice. Actually, I want to see if my brother's Elden Ring is available yet. Nope. I kept feeling like I was afraid that if I got on Witcher, as soon as I got on Witcher 3, Elden Ring would free up and I'd be able to play it. But nope, it hasn't freed up. I think one of my brother's kids is playing a game on his account. Yeah, it's funny. It's like, for me, I just want an excuse, like something to do in this world so that I can walk through this world and look at it. It looks so nice. Oh yeah, I saw all these Discord messages were popping up. Okay. I saw some posts on Twitter the other day, just thinking about how impressive graphics technology is, and like it's so interesting how like the hardware on your GPU is just, it's, you know, silicon transistors basically that are configured in such a way that they're set up to do like very very specific tasks very quickly and very well. And so, you know, it's specific sorts of calculations that your GPU is very good at, and then like your CPU is set up to do these other sorts of calculations, which I think are like more general purpose. It can do like lots of different things pretty well, whereas your GPU can do specific things like very, very well. Anyways, so ray tracing is, you know, a specific sort of task that they made certain configurations of hardware that are very good at doing the ray tracing. So saw a tweet where someone was saying that, you know, that rasterization, so that's the form of drawing textures and lighting that has been used for everything in the past before ray tracing. Well, it's being used at the same time as ray tracing in a lot of cases, like this game right now. It was saying that rasterization is just like a very special case of ray tracing. Like, you could feasibly do what rasterized games do on ray tracing hardware, so that in the future someday you could basically get rid of the rasterization hardware and just run even like rasterized games on ray tracing hardware. And then I saw like someone was discussing it with this person, like how would that work? Does that actually work? Which, I mean, that's probably exactly I kind of, yeah, that's probably exactly what'll happen eventually in the future. Rasterization hardware will go away. It'll be only just ray tracing hardware, and the ray tracing hardware will do the rasterization's job. Maybe, I don't know, maybe pixel shaders and all that are too complicated. Now, I wonder how that, yeah, maybe that's too I'm trying to think about all the stuff, all the graphics stuff that has been done in the past that your standard, I guess, CUDA cores on NVIDIA, all the stuff that CUDA cores do, the ray tracing cores would have to be able to do in order to get rid of them. The RT cores. What are those? Are those tensor cores, or are tensor cores the AI cores? CUDA, tensor. I think RT cores are separate. I think tensor are the AI cores. I don't remember. Anyways, I don't know. Interesting stuff. Anyways, yeah, I'm on the verge of passing out. So I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm sorry I didn't really feel like I didn't get that much done. Mostly just redoing the same thing and talking. But I had fun though, just having something to do in The Witcher. So thanks anyone who stopped by. My goal is to keep doing Elden Ring. I just couldn't do Elden Ring the last couple days. So I'll be playing Apex and playing this when I can't play Elden Ring. Anyways, catch you later.